Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru.
Well, no, nothing wrong with saying we're British Sikhs because we're Sikhs and we live in Britain. Being a British Sikh is more like a passport, isn't it? I've got a British passport. It doesn't mean you have an affiliation or any kind of mindset. People have different mindsets living in Britain. So we're Sikhs, we live in Britain. We could say Sikhs in Britain or British Sikhs. It's effectively the same thing. This country isn't really led by lower class people. And it's not really led by the plebs, what you might say. Most of this country is run by a very small number of highly rich, highly well educated, middle and upper class people. Yeah? Whether you look in the law, you look in education, the senior people are pretty much what you might call the people that have been in this game for a long time. Their dads and dads before they were lawyers and judges, and they've all been part of this aristocracy. Now there's no aristocracy, but if you go to the right prep school and the right public school, you will find these people. And I'll give you an example. I think it was Boris. Was it Boris or somebody? Yeah, not Boris Johnson, but Boris Johnson and one of his mates, when they left Eton to go on to just university, you know what they said to each other when they said bye? They said, see you in the Commons then. They knew when they were 18 that they're going to become MPs one day and they'll meet in the Commons. So you got to understand, we're not, so the country is led by these, most of this country is in the army. I was in the army, it's a very establishment environment. All the officers, guards officers, infantry officers, they're all from that environment. Yeah, prep school, pre-prep school, rugby playing, that's what makes a good officer. Yeah, and it's a system that works for them, and we could make a similar system that works for us. The right way to learn the values of Britishness. I think those are British values, to be honest. Yeah, the average person on the street who's just interested in getting drunk and having their Friday night or whatever, that might be a generalization, but that's not really the British values. Yeah, but the values of those people at the top, we actually do identify with them. They're a lot to do with courage, a lot to do with speaking the truth. The thing is they're also very self-orientated, very much selfishness. Job karna kar lo, whatever you can get away with, get away with. Yeah? And they do that, and that's how our countries run now. The people like, Cameron, etc., they've had that privileged life. When they look at us, they do see good stuff. They see the Sikhs are brave, they're loyal. Yeah? And our values do work with them. But one thing they don't understand about us is that we care so much about other people. They only care about their own interests. The British government will stand up and say, we serve British interests abroad. America will say, we serve American interests abroad. But a Sikh leader can't stand up and say, we serve the Sikh interests abroad. They say, no, we serve Sarbat Dapala. Our interests are Sarbat Dapala. So we can't have that selfishness inside us. We've got to have daya. And they ultimately do have that. I don't see a big problem with saying we're British Sikhs.
Vaheguru.